sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 21 carries, 104 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mayfield now. He's going to look deep now for Landry. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Complete to Kelly. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard.
On the double. 53 at the mark. Ready? Watch tight end. Watch tight end. See Griffin.
They snap it to Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Taylor Lewan, the former first-rounder from Michigan, flag there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the carry is Kelly. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Landry now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now, 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 8 read. Watch the run. Watch the run. Safe. Ready.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He gets it to Brown, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got?
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. Tannehill on 1st down. That's caught by Kelly. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again is Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Titans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's just me and you.
Tannehill throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now, field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And again, it's Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
But Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Browns, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week.